Hey, Kris back with Through the Prism of Chrism. We've been teaching for a couple of weeks on the significance of numbers in the Bible, and we're wrapping that up today. But Monday, I want you to tune in because we're starting a new series on full esteem ahead. We're going to fire up the esteem engine. I'm talking about self-esteem, which is really God esteem or Bible esteem. Now, let's look at some numbers. Somebody asked me, what does 2017 mean? Well, the best I can figure, 2000 is a covenant number from Noah or from Adam to Abraham, 2,000 years. Abraham to Christ, new covenant. 2,000 years, Christ to where we're at. 2,000 years of the church age. So that's a dispensational number. 17 is a victory number. The 17th time that the word world appears in 1 John is 1 John 5 and 4. This is the victory, there it is, that overcomes the world, even our faith. Joseph was 17 years old when his brothers sold him into slavery. After he was in Egypt, finally, he co-ruled and reigned with Pharaoh for 17 years. 17 at the beginning, 17 at the end. That speaks of the first and second comings of Jesus Christ. The 17th day of Abib was when the Red Sea closed and defeated Pharaoh. It's a victory number. And you remember when Noah's Ark landed on Mount Ararat. It was the 17th day of the 7th month. That's Genesis 7:11. Good 7:11 verse, okay? So 2017 speaks of your year of victory, and I'm praying that this year is going to be victory for you. Look at some other numbers. The Bible is a perfect book, and 7 is the number for perfection. So Psalm 12 and verse 6, it says, the words of the Lord are pure words, as silver tried in a furnace of earth. Listen, purified 7 times. So the Bible's a perfect book. There are 70 books in the Bible. We say 66, and I like that because I like for you to drive down this Route 66 highway of Bible revelation. But the book of Psalms is actually 5 volumes, 5 books. So if you take the other 65 books and those 5, it comes out to 70 books of the Bible. And it's a judgment number because you remember in Daniel 9 and verse 2 that Israel had been held in bondage and captivity in Babylon for 70 years. And when David had provoked God by numbering the armies of Israel, 70,000 Israelites were slain in that plague. So it's a judgment number, but it's also a positive number, a victory number, because there was not only the 12, but in Luke 10 and verse 1, Jesus sent out 70 disciples, 2 and 2. And the 70 returned and said, Lord, even the devils are subject to us through your name. So it's a victory number. And Elijah, who said, I'm the only one left, I and I only. And the Lord said, oh no, I've got a standing reserve army, a national guard of 7,000 that have not bowed their knees to Baal. Number 70. And then let's look at number 120. You say 70 is how long we live. Psalm 90 and verse 10, 70 years, 70 years old. But that's the Israelites that died out in the wilderness. God's perfect plan in the New Testament is 120 years. There were 120 believers in the upper room. Deuteronomy 34 and verse 7 says Moses was 120 years old when he died. His eyes were not dim and his natural force was not abated. He could do as many push-ups at 120 as he could when he was 20, and that is God's plan for longevity. Let me close by looking at some numbers dealing with the angels. Psalm 68 and verse 17, the chariots of God are 20,000, even thousands of angels. Hebrews 12:22, an innumerable company of angels. They're called the heavenly host. But the biggest number in the Bible as we wrap this up, Revelation 5 and 11, 10,000 times 10,000 and thousands of thousands, or the New Living Translation says millions and thousands. The Greek word is myrios and chilios, which means myriads upon myriads and thousands of thousands. Do you understand that the angel of the Lord encamps round about those that fear him? But with us are more than are with the world. Hundreds of thousands, millions of angels are at attention to bless God's people. Amen. If you've been blessed by this teaching on numbers, comment, let me know, and let me know where you've been watching from. That's important too. And be sure to tune in next Monday as we start this new series on full esteem ahead. God bless you. Have a great weekend.